In today's video, we'll show an in-depth comparison of two extraordinary air purifiers, the Coway AP-1512HH and the Blueair 211 Plus. These very contrasting air purifiers have many things to show off, but only one is going to be our absolute best buy recommendation. But before we get started, click the subscribe button and turn on the notification bell. The first thing you'll notice when comparing the specifications of these two air purifiers is the different room coverage, which is 361 square feet for the Coway AP-1512HH and 540 square feet for the Blueair 211 Plus. In terms of dimensions, the Blueair 211 Plus is a much bigger air purifier, and it takes up more space. It's also very awkward if moving from one location to another, mainly because it lacks a carrying handle. On the contrary, the Coway doesn't have these problems. The Blueair is colored white, except the bottom half, which is covered by a fabric pre-filter available in various colors. The Coway is available in white or black. Additionally, the Coway comes with a 3-year warranty, which is more generous than the Blueair's 2 years. When it comes to features, the Blueair 211 Plus is a minimalistic air purifier that has only one button for control, with no advanced options built in. This button is also used for resetting the filter reset indicator. The Coway is, on the other hand, equipped with plenty of advanced options. Aside from the filter reset indicator, it has in common with the Blueair. The options such as an air quality sensor, an auto mode, an eco mode, an air quality indicator, an ionizer, and a timer are all built in the Coway AP-1512HH air purifier. You can find a detailed explanation of all of these features at airpurifierfirst.com. Having the opportunity to read the air quality in real time is an option available only on the Coway air purifier. The air quality sensor on the Coway AP-1512HH detects particles in real time. If set to auto or eco mode, and depending on the current air quality, the Coway will automatically switch to the appropriate fan speed. The airflow of these two air purifiers is totally different. The Blueair 211 Plus draws in air through the openings on all sides, which is then filtered and exits at the top. On the other hand, the Coway draws in air from the front, through the openings on the sides, on the bottom, and through the center of the front cover. The filtered air exits through the grills at the top. Considering the filtration technology, the first thing worth mentioning is that the Coway uses a 4-stage filtration just like the Blueair 211 Plus, if we count Blueair's HEPA silent technology. The first stage of filtration on both air purifiers is a washable pre-filter, which is fabric on the Blueair and metal mesh on the Coway. The Coway uses a fibrous carbon filter as the second filtration stage, and a true HEPA filter as the third stage. The last stage of filtration on the Coway is an ionizer, which can be switched on or off. On the contrary, the second stage of filtration on the Blueair is a particle filter, and the third one is a fibrous carbon filter. When comparing filter sizes, it's obvious that the Blueair's filters are much larger. All in all, these air purifiers use high-quality filters that are essential for the excellent performances they showed in our tests. Considering the overall filtration process, we believe the odor filtration would be better if these air purifiers had a pellet-based carbon filter. Both the Coway AP-1512HH and the Blueair 211 Plus are equipped with 3 fan speeds. The air purifiers are very quiet at the first speeds, on which the Coway produces a sound of 41.4 dBA, and the Blueair produces a sound of 43.9 dBA. On the max speeds, the situation is opposite. The Blueair is quieter and produces a sound of 59.7 dBA, while the Coway produces 63.5 dBA. These air purifiers work smoothly. There's no motor crackling or unpleasant sounds when these devices are on. A disadvantage for both air purifiers would be a lack of a sleep mode. These two are large air purifiers that use much more power than we originally expected. The Coway AP-1512HH uses a motor of 77 watts, while the Blueair 211 Plus has a motor of 61 watts. According to their power usage on max speeds, the Coway will raise your electrical costs by about $6, while the Blueair will increase your electrical costs by about $4.30 if you left them running on the max speed daily for 1 month. Besides the electrical power costs, there's filter replacement costs, which is much more expensive for the Blueair. All in all, after taking all the costs into the calculation, we must say that the Coway is a bit cheaper to maintain annually. As the Blueair 211 Plus covers bigger rooms than the Coway AP-1512HH, it was pretty challenging to test these air purifiers. In the first test, which we performed in a 320 square foot room, both air purifiers showed an impressive performance and improved the air quality by about 96% in just 60 minutes, working at the max speed. To summarize, both air purifiers made outstanding results and significantly improved the air quality. The only thing is that the Coway showed a better performance in the room size suggested by the manufacturer. In the following seconds, you'll see which one cleaned all the smoke from the smoke box faster. This was a tough fight, which involved a hard decision to be made. Despite the Blueair 211 Plus having a larger airflow and greater size, the winner in this battle is the Coway AP-1512HH. We declared the Coway the winner due to its lower operating costs, advanced features, air quality sensor, a true HEPA filter, and lower noise levels at the first speed. Although the Coway won this battle, if you plan to use an air purifier in a room larger than 360 square feet, the Blueair 211 Plus would be our suggestion over the Coway. See the detailed review at airpurifierfirst.com. All links can be found in the video description. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like and click subscribe. That's it for now.